Who's ready for some laughs? Comedic ventriloquist Jeff Dunham is back with a brand new comedy special that was filmed right here in Washington, D.C. at the historic Warner Theater. And of course, the usual suspects are back, but he's also introducing a new character. I recently spoke with Jeff and his buddy Walter. Take a look.
When my wife undresses, hubba, hubba, it looks like cranberry sauce sliding out of the can.
You realize you're not really the president.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Come on, everybody says I look just like him, and somebody else is always telling me what to say.
What are you doing?
I'm texting.
But you know we have an audience.
A lot of them are texting too.
Jeff and Walter, welcome to Great Day, Washington.
Thanks, Kristen.
Good to see you. You know, we gotta hurry up. The show's getting ready to air. I gotta go start drinking.
You got a big night ahead. You gotta get ready. And
sorry, Walter jumped right in there. Yeah, we're pretty excited that tonight's the night. We've been preparing for this a long time.
I bet, and we are honored that you chose Washington, D.C. to do your special. Again, this is your second one from D.C.
Yeah, it's the 11th special, but the second one from DC. And my second special was in Washington, D.C. It was called Spark of Insanity, and it went over so well. The audiences there were just so hot and smart, and they get every reference just immediately. You know, this next special was coming along, number 11, and I thought, let's go back to D.C., same theater, Warner Theater, and man, did it pay off. I mean, the audience was great, and, you know, I joke about this, but it's the truth. Whenever Schwarzenegger would come out with a new movie, he would do his interview rounds, and he would always say, it's the best movie ever. And I kind of say the same thing this time around. I don't know why. This just felt like a really great one, and it's up there with Spark of Insanity. It's one of my favorite too of on, and it's just a lot of it thanks to DC.
We love our comedy here. We love you here, and Walter. I mean, your buddy Joe Biden is here.
Oh yeah. So go ahead, Walter.
Well, you know, I look a little bit like the president.
Yeah. And, you know, the one thing I love about what I do is that I can make fun of both sides equally.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to take it back to the old style of comedy because guys can get, you know, comedians or anybody with a microphone can get canceled by saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. And I try and take it back to Will Rogers or Bob Hope, Carson Leno. You never knew what their politics were. You never knew what they believed in. They made fun of both sides equally. So I try and do that in my shows. And when Trump was in office, I had a lot of fun with that.
I bet.
And now with Biden in office,
I look suspiciously like a political character you might be familiar with.
yeah. So Walter, we put the glasses on him, we grayed his hair out a little bit, and put on the suit.
Yeah, so in the show, I play Joe Biden, and I think we do it quite well. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Well, and also I'm excited because you got a new character. A new character has joined the bunch. Walter, what do you think of Earl? What do we need to know about Earl?
I don't care. Do we have to talk about this?
I want to talk about this. No one cares. Yeah, they do. Yeah. So what I try and do is I try and create characters that respond to whatever's going on in society. And we're all stuck on our smart devices a little too much of the time. Kids are dealing with it with parents. Parents are dealing with it with kids. We deal with it with ourselves. And so I decided to come up with a younger guy who's stuck on his phone too much of the time. And I actually built him during the pandemic. And I did a bunch of YouTube lives and Facebook lives showing people how I built the character. At the end of the process, we had a naming contest. And a guy came up with a brilliant name. He named him Earl, but it's spelled U-R-L. And one of my favorite things about Earl is that while I'm talking to him on stage, he's annoyingly typing on his phone during the whole thing.
Of course. I mean, just perfect. Well, that's what your characters, like, you're not afraid to go to those controversial characters, but everybody seems to still love them. I mean, from Walter to Bubba to Jose Jalapeno. I mean, you kind of tackle everything. Ahmed.
Right. Well, what I try and do when I create the characters is that, you know, I'm accused of having stereotypical racist. No. What I try and do is try and create a character that's immediately identified, and then the material follows. And I'm not making fun of anybody's. You never make fun of anybody's religion. You never make fun of that. No, you just make jokes about whatever that character is and what they have to deal with on a daily basis and interacting with you, and that's what these characters are. So anybody comes to my show, there's a lot of stuff in there for a lot of people, and I think that's why my 15 minutes of fame has lasted a few decades.
Just a few.
We try and spread it out and make it fun for everybody.
Tell her about the family part.
Yeah, people ask me if my show is family friendly. What's the answer, Walter?
It depends on your family.
That is a good way to put it for sure. Also, you've got your tour, so I'm asking Santa for some tickets for your Baltimore show. So hopefully I'll see you there. But until then, we're going to enjoy the special. Jeff and Walter, so great to meet you.
Thanks for having us.
Always fun. Come to the show.
The 1 hour special, Jeff Dunham's Me the People, airs tonight at 8 p.m. on Comedy Central.